Well, hello there. This is Virtualize the Chess Noob, learning and having fun with chess. Now, don't miss out on my new book, 50+2 Chess Quick Wins, released on Amazon, $13.99. It's selling really well. Get your copy. Now, I recently played this game where I had the black pieces and white played the Italian, of which I responded with the 2 knights. And in this game, it was almost a quick win with an absolutely beautiful checkmate line, which I didn't see, and hence this game was almost amazing. Let's go take a look. So I've got the black pieces as mentioned. Starts off with the Italian, d4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, and the Italian bishop c4. I play the 2 knights, and the reasoning for that is all sorts of cool things can potentially happen out of the 2 knights. For instance, if they play the very prosaic 4 knights, then I can capture and then push the pawn potentially with a fork of the bishop and knight. Potentially, they might decide to go for a fried liver, and then we've got the Ponziani-Steinitz gambit. Now, in this game, white played in an interesting way. So I don't see this too often. It gives a slight advantage to black, so the immediate castles short. It almost looks like they're hanging their pawn. White is actually fine here, and I've sort of looked at this opening before, so I knew that I could take. Very often white will now bring their rook over, and that's actually kind of a mistake. And I sort of knew that black was fine here. I didn't actually know what the right move was. I knew that black was fine, but just knowing that black is fine here, I was able to find the right move, which is d5. Basically attacking the bishop, defending the knight, so basically defending against that attack. And pretty much black has gotten a bit of the initiative, really. So, you know, bishop here, that's fine. And the idea here is a rapid attack on the f2 pawn, given that white has already committed to short castling, and by moving the rook, there is a potential very nice fork there with the bishop. They decide to block with d4, a good move. I thought taking here is probably correct. I thought they potentially would take here, and now I decided to play queen to f6. So I lose some of my advantage here. You can see Stockfish reckons it's getting the king out of the center to basically unpin that knight was best. But what I saw was 1, 2, 3. So if the knight moves, I thought I had a really powerful attack there. They take. You can see it's a blunder. Now, in the game, I knew I had a really powerful attack with those 3 pieces on the f2 pawn. And I thought for a really long time, I didn't see, you can see Stockfish says there's a mate in 3. I didn't see the mate in 3 in game, but I'm going to give you now about, 5-10 seconds to see whether you can find the mating line. Well, did you find it? Okay, so in the game, I didn't find it. And, I spent some time looking. Eventually, I decided, look, I'm just going to take with the bishop, which was my original plan. That's a very nice fork. I'm doing well. However, the very brilliant, amazing line here is queen captures the pawn. I did sort of look at this. I thought, okay, what can I do here? King is now forced into the corner. And at this point, I just couldn't calculate on. But what you should do now is queen with another check, defended by the bishop. Forces the rook to capture, and this is a classic pattern, smothered mate. Absolutely brilliant, absolutely amazing. I couldn't see that move, so as I said, I decided to take with the bishop, which is a mistake because there was a mating attack, but I'm still doing really, really well. Now, here, king has to move. I thought here for a really long time as well. Do I sort of move the king out of the way? What should I do? Eventually, I just thought, let's just take. There's nothing wrong with that. They take back, captures, and of course, they can't exactly capture back because the queen is also defending. Move the queen out of the way. They're forced to retreat their bishop. I now short castles, and pretty much we enter the middle game where I'm just doing really, really well. So here, trying to defend center, and there's a little bit of shuffling here. I'm up a piece. I knew I'm winning, but it's not so easy to actually play. And you'll notice I spend a lot more time than my opponent thinking through the moves. And this is actually potentially one of my weaknesses, that I sometimes spend so much time thinking through the moves that I end up, really short on time. Here, I played that bishop. I couldn't quite see what I was supposed to do. Apparently, f4 was better, pushing that pawn. Of course, these are potentially connected past pawns. Kick the bishop, move my bishop here to potentially get out of the way in case, they try to push those pawns. Sack on the queen, move back. And, I'm really running out of time. Black almost still has their full 15 minutes. I've only got 3 minutes left. Now, this game does have a 15-second increment. You could argue I'm using my time a little bit better, potentially. Here, I thought, is there an opportunity for us to trade rooks? Simplify is good. Takes. I was very happy with that. So, all right, one less piece to have to think about. They take that pawn. I thought that was fine. I didn't think there was enough time for white to push those pawns to promotion. Here, what I was seeing is there's a potential risk for back rank mate here for white. And that's what I was going to try to push. They take, obviously attacking that my rook. And I thought, should I take? Because if I take here, then basically there'll be back rank mate, because it will not be possible for white to defend against the back rank. I'll just end up taking all the pieces and it'll be winning. But that would involve me trading my rook for their knight. Was that the right approach? So I had a long think about that. And eventually, with about a minute left, I decided, let's do that, because I can always move my king to h7. And pretty much, especially with that being a dark square bishop, I think my king is safe. So I decided to leap. Queen captures the knight. You can see Stockfish wasn't so sure about that. They take. King move to h7. You can see that was a good move. And now I've got this immediate potential back rank mate risk. And so white is forced to retreat their queen. They have to do that. And now I thought it's simpler, because we've simplified. I've got a pawn majority. I've got a minute left, but I thought I should be fine. So captures the pawn. Here, that doesn't do very much. This is one of my most powerful pieces. Passed pawn, potentially can move that up ahead as well. They're trying to create a loft. It doesn't work. Push the pawn again, attacking now the queen. Queen now moves to the wrong square. They had to go to here to the E1 square to block promotion. And now promotion is pretty much unavoidable. You can see Stockfish reckons at high depth there's a mate. I think it's actually, mate in 9. That's pretty hard to see, but it's fine. I'm completely winning. Queen here, defending the square. They're, just making moves. Even though I've got under a minute, like 30 seconds, 40 seconds, it's fine. It's going to take me less than 15 seconds to make each move. And so I will now never run out of time. Promote. I want to force a trade of queens. That's fine. Captures, and now move my bishop out of the way. Basically, there's nothing they can do. There we go. Take. They try to move their king, but it doesn't work, of course, because that is a mating pattern. Queen captures, g2, mate. Good game, GG. The big takeaway from this game is that playing with a specific tactical idea in mind is often winning, even if you don't find the best moves. I hope you enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching.